welcome to the Tristan channel, and today I'll be reacting to the trailer. I was going to do, I know this is the final one, and I know you've probably seen the other trailers, but this is the final trailer for Jurassic Park 3 Dominion. And no my luck, it'll probably get copyrighted. Normally what happens is, I notice these days, if it flags it, it's not too severe. Usually it will say, this money will be demonetized, whatever, but I'm not making money at the moment, unfortunately off YouTube, so it doesn't bother me. But it depends who it is, because I know Netflix are a bit funny, but some film companies don't mind because you're promoting it. You know what I mean? So I love original Jurassic Parks and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure you've seen the other trailers and that Sam Neill, oh yes, Jeff Goldblum, and I can't remember her name, forgive me, but basically the original cast from the very first film's coming back, which is epic. So look at this. Let's look at this, shall we?
I wanted to show them something that wasn't an illusion. Something that was real. Something that they could see and touch. Creation is an act of sheer will. Life will find a way.
Do I know?
Humans and dinosaurs can't coexist. We created an ecological disaster.
I could use your expertise.
You coming or what?
Alright, sorry, start again. I wanted to slightly make this smaller, but it fudged. It did a flippy thing, which I didn't ask her to do. Right. Sorry, let's start again, shall we?
I wanted to show them something that wasn't an illusion. Something that was real. Something that they could see and touch. Creation is an act of sheer will. Life will find a way.
Humans and dinosaurs can't coexist. We created an ecological disaster.
I could use your expertise.
You coming or what? Hold on, guys!
Why do they always have to go bigger? The doomsday clock might be out of time.
Come back.
I always come back.
We're on the verge of extinction.
Let's all try to stay positive.
Nobody said saving the planet would be easy.
Don't move.
Nice, looks good. Oh, there's more. No, there's not more. Oh, that looks good. I'll do a breakdown as well while I'm here, because I incidentally, falling on people been picking apart and stuff, and you know, about Jurassic Park, been criticising it. Oddly enough, when you used to watch it anyway, I mean, I do find it funny when people highlight certain things, because, for example, Velociraptors weren't that big, they were the size of a cat. Oddly enough, people go, they laud us when they do reviews and will do stuff. It's like, yeah, but you didn't know that until you watched a program from dinosaurs that explained that. You didn't know that going and watching Jurassic Park when you were a kid. You know what I mean? And and I saw that at cinema as well. God bloody hell, that's a flashback. I saw the first one in the cinema. It might be one of my parents, I can't remember now. Mum or dad, I can't remember now. But yeah, and also was it I can't remember if is it in this trailer? So I was too busy. I'm too like but obviously they're starting to put feathers on the dinosaurs, which is accurate. I think it was also T-Rex had a mane like a lion, but feathers, and it didn't go. It didn't make a loud roar like it did. It made like a made a really weird noise, like a warbler noise, I think, but very low bass, which funny enough carries like kilometers. It's mental. And the whole idea also is, as we discovered later, that standing still doesn't work. I can't believe they didn't change that as a joke. It's like, you know what I mean? Because that would have been... The thing is, you could have played on this for a laugh. Because, sorry. Yeah, because the Velociraptors are based on Deinonychus... Fuck, I can't say it. Terrible Claw, it's called. Deinonychus... I used to be able to pronounce it. Deinonychus, you know which I mean. There's one, it looks like a raptor, but it's massive. It's It's translates as Terrible Claw. That's what the raptors in this film are based on. The films are based on. It's just that Velociraptor sounds more badass, you know what I mean? And it does. But they could have made a joke with that, like, don't move, and then Chris Pratt said, oh, that doesn't work, or, you know what I mean? It could be like, or Sam Neill being a paleontologist, you know, then gets updated and then starting to know how, like we are now, and goes, I hate to say this, but it doesn't work. But also, the other thing is, technically speaking, and also T-Rex didn't run that fast, so you could just jump in a Jeep and go. They weren't as fast as, was it the same speed as a cheetah or something? Actually, slower than that, I can't remember now. But anyway, let's have a look at this. Let's do a breakdown of this.
I wanted to show them something that wasn't an illusion.
The lines of Richard Attenborough, the late Richard Attenborough in the thing. Oh yeah, and there's a bit where she goes, oh, I'll get to it, don't worry.
Something that was real. Something that I could see and touch. Creation is an act of sheer will. Life will find a way.
Oh, and you're probably thinking, how does Blue have a kid? Because they put that DNA, you know, when they all, that thing in the first one, they're all females. Or something to that effect, you know. In other words, it's like, even though they didn't have things to smash with, the DNA did a flipsy, and, you know what I mean, they popped them out. You know what I mean, sort of weird saying like that. Life finds a way, okay? I mean, come on, there's lots of things in this film that's a bit, you know, but it's cool, it's fun.
Humans and dinosaurs can't coexist.
Oh, incidentally, oh shit.
We created an ecological...
Will. Life will find a way.
Humans and dinosaurs can't...
Incidentally, if you want to be picky, I can't remember the name of this particular dinosaur. Is it Monosaurus or something like that? Don't kill me if it is, if I got the name wrong. But anyway, this creature here, especially when they showed it and thing, it's not that big in real life. It's, take a great white shark, probably that sort of size, or bigger than that. But yeah, it was big, but it wasn't like ginormous like that. You know what I mean?
coexist. We created an ecological disaster.
I could use your expertise.
You coming or what?
And that bit where she goes, "You coming or what?" is when it's sad as well, because I think well, they could be working together, working apart as it were. But I thought they were going to go in the first one. I thought they would go off and have a relationship, and I can't remember if it was implied. In one of the films, I can't remember when they phoned her up and she called in the army, or they had some relationship problems. I can't remember, but I thought they were together. But anyway, yeah, that bit of she is you coming. Obviously, you've seen the other trailers where she's going to talk. She goes in to talk Sam Neill and to help Sam Neill's character to come in and help something. There you go, the feathers.
Hold on, guys!
Why do they always have to go bigger?
That's cool. My only other quick thing is, I don't dispute the whole idea, by the way, of dinosaurs evolving into feathers, but part of me is thinking, well, isn't that just not wanting the dinosaurs to die out? Because don't forget, we're genetically related to various things, so, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean we came from, I mean, I'm not saying we didn't come from apes, obviously, but I mean, you know what I mean, though. Because we came from apes, but we're not directly like chimpanzees, but we came from apes, so we all came from the same ancestor, but branched off in all different directions and stuff. But the thing is with me, right, if you actually look at the physics implied behind the total extinction event, I'm not saying things can't recover, because things live underground. That's how mammals apparently survived, because they went underground. Things like that, but it's like, evolution takes millions of years. So for a T-Rex or a dinosaur to start evolving into wings and all that sort of thing, I mean, don't punish me for this, but I'm just sort of thinking, because don't forget, evolution takes hundreds or thousands of years, right? So they would have had to be, what do you call it? A big, because we haven't even found clues as well, which is odd. But I mean, you'd think there'd be a large enough gap between the extinction, like it wasn't as bad as we thought, and then they had that gap to evolve, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But if this extinction event supposed to have allegedly wiped out all life on the surface, except for small ones that lived underground and stuff, then was like, where did they get this time frame? You know, how did they get? You know what I mean? You see what I mean? That's my only issue with it is. I'm not saying it isn't true, but it's just the way they talk about the extinction event, what the effects on the planet, on the Earth, and the life on it. And when you think how long it takes for something to evolve and adapt, and not only that, it's like a lot of these dinosaurs didn't, because it's the same. Because in a way, it's like when people say, "Well, why don't if birds are so smart, why don't they evolve like us?" Well, they don't need to. They have everything they need. You know what I mean? And there's also was it Troodons and particular types of dinosaurs which could have potentially evolved into humanoid creatures like us. It's like, why are we not seeing them? You know what I mean? I know it sounds a bit silly, but I mean, there's something just a bit didn't quite fit right with me on that one. You know what I mean? Because don't forget, they also had avian reptiles back then anyway. And birds were around back then as well. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm not saying it's wrong. It just, you know what I mean? The way they talk about the K2 incident. Is it K2? Sorry, I know what it is, but it's been years since I delved into that folder, if that makes sense. But it just never sat right with me, because like they showed you CGI of all the damage, the devastation. It's not like, a T-Rex went, it's like, big explosion, run away, I can't run fast, and developed wings and buggered off. It's like, you know what I mean? You see what I'm getting from it? I don't doubt that they have feathers, but it's just, it just seems a bit dodgy. And don't forget that missing link one in China with the feathers and all that stuff. They reckon that was faked. It's all different animals stuck together. So that's the only one I add to that. It's just that's always didn't sit right with me for some reason. It just doesn't feel right. I'm not saying it's wrong. It just didn't sit right with me because of the way they talk about extinction and damage and all that sort of stuff. I like that bit. He's doing a bit with the raptor, like he did with the raptors. It's like, but how was that? Well, that's got to be explained to me as well.
The doomsday clock might be out of time.
Although saying that, what was it? An angry emu or an ostrich? I saw this footage of. Came up to this woman and hissed a lot, and she put her hand on its head or something, or did something to touch it, which put it off, because basically it's posturing, it's not really doing anything. So I'm not sure if that's to do with what he's doing with the dinosaurs there, because, you know what I mean? Because we think that animals react this way, or we think, oh, you know what I mean, that, but sometimes it's posturing, sometimes it's like, whoa, no, you know what I mean? It's bizarre to explain, you have to see it yourself. It's either an emu or an ostrich. Has a go at this lady, and she just puts her hand up to its face, and it's like, okay, because it doesn't expect you to bite back, or, you know what I mean?
Come back.
I always come back.
We're on the verge of extinction.
Let's all try to stay positive.
Nobody said saving the planet would...
Sam, forgive me if he's been in a lot of films I haven't seen, okay? Because I don't have time to catch up with those stuff, but I love Sam Neill. He's brilliant. I especially love Merlin. I know it wasn't a big blockbuster thing, but I love Merlin. He was great.
Easy.
Don't move.
Yeah. Let me know what you think. Are you excited as I am? Yeah, because what was it they're saying? I think Chris Packham did a program on it where he showed you what it looked like. They showed you what it sounded like, what it looked like. And the funny thing is, okay, it didn't run fast, but it had really powerful eyesight, like sharp as an eagle. So you were screwed, mate. If it got hold of you, if it saw you in your, you know, if you were Usain Bolt, you could have a chance of running away from it. But apart from that, you were screwed. It had really good eyesight, and staying still and all that doesn't, you know, yeah, that doesn't work. But that would have been funny if they added that in the new film. Especially when the big one, the big bugger, the new one, isn't a T-Rex, it's Gigantosaurus. Is it Gigantosaurus or Mega or something like that? Yeah, Gigantosaurus. Yeah. It's like, that would be funny. Because, well, I'll have the character Ellie, who's the girlfriend of Sam Neill's character, or I presume she still was, or, you know, like I said, you don't really know what happened to that relationship. Because he phones her up in one of them, doesn't he? Because he goes back with, is it Billy, the little kid, who's grown up back then, or Timmy, whatever it is. But yeah, she could actually say, I'm sorry, guys, but I hate to tell you this, but this doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? But then again, the problem is that, you know, they probably have to still keep it in because of the first film. But yeah, that would have been a good joke, though, wouldn't it? It's like, it doesn't work, especially this one, or that doesn't work with Gigantus, you know, because they've got different eyes, sight, you know what I mean? Something like that. It could have been funny. But anyway, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not sure if I get I'm not sure if I get time, like Multiverse Madness. I'm not sure if I get time to see it in the cinema. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But anyway. Hey, he's back. Yeah, because this bit here in the other trailer, she's gone to the dig, and that's when she goes, "You coming?" Yeah. If anyone can make him go, she can. But see this bit here with like that's really interesting. All right, and here you go. Here's another one for you. Oh, can be picky. Is they didn't spit poison. They might have had the frills. I can't remember if they said they had frills or not, but they don't spit poison. But still, I like them. They're quite funny because they look harmless, but then they. I mean, so anyway, let me know what you think. Are you looking forward to this film? Do you like the originals and that? Are you excited as I am to see some of the original cast coming back in? So yeah, if you like this video, hit the like. Thanks for watching with me, and if you haven't already subscribed, then please do, and I love you forever. And until next time, folks, take care and bye bye.